Some supercars became legends. Others destroyed the companies that dared to build them. Their creators chased speed, technology, prestige, and automotive immortality. But ambition has a price. Sometimes that price was millions of dollars. Sometimes it was an entire company. And sometimes only a handful of cars survived. This is the story of the supercars that bankrupted their own companies. Their machines were extraordinary. Their business plans were not. And their failures created some of automotive history's strangest stories. The first disaster began in Canada. Malcolm Bricklin wanted to build the Bricklin SV-1. Its name meant Safety Vehicle 1. In February 1974, Bricklin introduced the prototype in Las Vegas. Production began that year in New Brunswick, Canada. But the company operated from two factories 80 miles apart. The distance added complexity to an already troubled operation. Richard Hatfield supported the project with public money. His government initially invested $9 million.
But each Bricklin created a financial disaster. Manufacturing one car cost $16,000. Dealers paid only $5,400. The difference became a $10,600 loss per vehicle. The New Brunswick government quietly covered those losses. The original $9 million investment grew to $23 million. By September 1975, officials demanded the accounting books. What they found ended the dream. Funding stopped immediately. On September 25th, Bricklin, Canada declared bankruptcy.
The doors were locked during the shift. Malcolm Bricklin filed for personal bankruptcy that November. Around 2,900 Bricklin SV-1s were ultimately produced. The company had built its dream car. But every car had pushed the company deeper into collapse. Then came John DeLorean. In 1975, he founded the DeLorean Motor Company. His factory rose in Dunmorry, outside Belfast. Governments poured more than £100 million into the project. The goal was jobs and a revolutionary sports car.
Giorgetto Giugiaro designed the stainless steel DMC-12. It looked unlike anything else on the road. John DeLorean promised a $12,000 retail price. Production problems changed that promise. The final retail price reached $26,000, more than double the original estimate. In 1981, full-scale production finally began, but unsold inventory began piling up. By February 1982, DMC entered government receivership. John DeLorean needed money, fast.
He believed $24 million could save the company. On October 19th, federal agents arrested him in Los Angeles. Hidden cameras captured the meeting. DeLorean examined cocaine inside a suitcase. Then he called it better than gold. Days later, the DeLorean Motor Company filed for bankruptcy. In 1984, John DeLorean was acquitted on entrapment grounds. He won his freedom, but the company was gone. Between 8,500 and 9,000 DMC-12s were produced. The car survived. The original company did not.
The next dream came from Italy. In 1987, Romano Artioli revived the Bugatti name. He built the advanced Campo Galliano factory. Then Bugatti developed the EB110. The production car launched in September 1991. 95 EB110 GTs were built. 31 EB110 SS models followed. But development costs kept growing. Bugatti was also developing the EB112 luxury saloon. The financial burden became too heavy.
In September 1995, Bugatti Automobili declared bankruptcy. The advanced factory shut down. Another Italian dream involved 16 cylinders. Claudio Zampoli wanted to out-engineer Lamborghini. Marcello Gandini helped shape the car. Giorgio Moroder became part of the project. The Cizeta-Moroder V16T appeared in 1988. Its early 1990s retail price reached $600,000. Astronomical build costs failed to match sales. The company collapsed under the financial pressure. Fewer than 20 examples were reportedly completed. Another source identifies roughly 11 production cars and 1 prototype. The exact total remains disputed. Vector followed an equally brutal path. Jerry Wiegert spent more than a decade pursuing his dream. The Vector W8 entered production in 1989. It sold for more than $450,000. But 1991 exposed serious operational problems. Andre Agassi returned his early W8 for a refund. The exhaust reportedly burned the rear carpet.
Vector laid off 50 of its 80 employees. Emissions compliance delays stopped production. Car and Driver received 3 test cars. All 3 suffered separate mechanical breakdowns. But Road and Track reported the opposite experience. The source conflict remains part of Vector's strange legacy. In 1993, Vector Aeromotive entered receivership. A hostile takeover by Megatech forced Wiegert out. Only 17 customer cars and 2 pre-production cars were documented before receivership. Another source lists 22 total units, leaving the figure disputed.
Some companies collapsed after building almost nothing at all. Eberhard Schultz poured Isdera's entire wealth into one machine. The machine was the Commendatore 112i. Only 1 prototype was ever built. Development costs drained Isdera's resources. The company entered bankruptcy. The Commendatore became a monument to financial overreach. In Czechoslovakia, another forgotten supercar faced an even stranger ending. Václav Kral conceived the MTX Tatra V8 in 1991. The car attracted nearly 200 orders. A 100-unit production run was planned. Volume manufacturing finally appeared possible. Then a devastating fire swept through the assembly plant. The tooling was destroyed. The factory was destroyed. The project died almost instantly. Only 4 cars were built from the planned 100. The dream literally went up in flames. France produced another ambitious failure. Gérard Godefroy and Claude Poirot founded MVS in 1986. The company later became Venturi. Venturi built hundreds of cars over 15 years. Total production is documented between 600 and 700 cars. The company built only 15 Venturi 400 GTs. It also produced 57 Atlantique 300s and 13 Atlantique 300 biturbos. Despite strong performance, Venturi filed for bankruptcy in 2000. The company was eventually restructured as an electric vehicle specialist. Then there was Ascari. Klaus Zwart founded Ascari Cars in 1995. Ascari launched the Ecos in 1998. Only 17 Ecos cars were produced. The KZ-1 followed, with 50 units produced. At launch, the KZ-1 cost $400,000. In 2006, Ascari introduced the A10. 50 cars were planned. Only one prototype was built. It produced 625 horsepower. By 2010, Ascari had ceased car production. The company became completely defunct. Bristol Cars followed with its Fighter Gullwing supercar. The Fighter used a Dodge Viper V10. Only 13 base model coupes were produced. In 2011, Bristol Cars entered administration. These failures were not all caused by bad cars. Many were remarkable machines. But extraordinary engineering does not guarantee a sustainable company. Bricklin lost money on every car. DeLorean faced a catastrophic cash shortage. Bugatti carried enormous development costs.
Cizeta's build costs overwhelmed its sales. Isdera spent everything on a single prototype. Vector faced technical delays and corporate conflict. Metalex lost its future to fire. Ascari built ambitious machines without lasting market direction. The pattern repeated across decades. Build something extraordinary. Spend everything to make it real. Then discover that building the car was only the beginning. Production costs mattered. Sales mattered. Cash flow mattered. And one mistake could become impossible to reverse. Yet these cars are remembered precisely because they failed so spectacularly. The DeLorean became a cultural icon. The EB110 preserved a chapter of Bugatti history. The Vector W8 became an automotive legend surrounded by controversy. The Cizeta became one of the rarest V16 supercars. The Commendatore became famous because only one existed. The MTX Tatra became the survivor of a destroyed dream. Their companies disappeared. Their cars did not. And that may be the strangest part of this story. Failure did not erase them. Failure made them legendary. These machines were not supposed to become monuments to collapse. They were supposed to change the future. Instead, they became warnings. A warning about ambition without control. A warning about engineering without financial discipline. And a warning that a perfect car cannot always save a broken company. Because sometimes the machine survives. The company disappears.